On the low, I don't talk a lot. You talk more shit than the beauty shop. We can get it poppin' like the parking lot. We can get it poppin' like the parking lot.
What up, what up, what up, people? You know who it is. Your favorite two ladies is Bizak. It's me, your girl, Miss Phenom.
And I'm your girl, Bonnie Stone. And this is
Question
The Culture.
You already know. You came back for episode 2, which means you loved episode 1. And we want to thank y'all for coming out and supporting for our premiere. And now we're about to jump into it all over again. So get your poison and your pleasure and enjoy the ride. You feel me? All right. First up, you already know how this game go. We doing honorable mentions. First, I'm going to start with some good news. In Flint, Michigan, Columbus, Ohio, and Atlanta, Georgia, collectively, about 60 children have been saved from sex trafficking. This is real, people, and it hasn't been on the news, but you heard it here, that sex trafficking is not being tolerated, and they are out there busting the rings. Unfortunately, on another note, we got Chadwick Boseman, who we know passed away of colon cancer, which he was dealing with for 4 years. Now, although this is unfortunate, we are going to be grateful for what he did provide for us while he was here on this earth. So we're just going to give a moment of love for Wakanda forever, Chadwick. In Louisiana, when Hurricane Laura came, 90 babies were looked after as the staff decided to stay behind as a Category 4 storm headed the hospital. That's what's up. Not everywhere is bad, people. We are looking out for each other. John Robert Thompson, he was American college basketball coach and the first African-American head coach to win a major championship in the NCAA division. Fortunately, he passed away, but his legacy will live on, and we appreciate him for his efforts. And again, on a more positive note, a group of 19 Black families purchased almost 97 acres of land in Georgia for seeds for a thriving new city for entrepreneurs, investors in the Black community. They said they were inspired by the Aubrey case, and they were wanting a place where Black people can reside peacefully. On another note, we have Cliff Robinson. Let's salute him, another NBA player who has gone on by lymphoma. So today, we are celebrating some victories, and we're also acknowledging some have gone on. At the end of the day, people, let's live life the right way and be kind to each other, and always do something that's gonna grow and invest in your future. Peace. That's all I got, B-Stone.
I'm feeling that, because, like, you know me, I'm always one for talking about investing in the future, supporting Black people, uplifting Black people. That's what I like to do. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have an ounce of hate in my body. Like, what are we doing? If you're Black and you're doing it, shit, I'm all for it. So it's dope. You know what
That's
I mean?
a whole fact. You know what I'm saying? These are things that they're not highlighting. They're not highlighting that we buying land. So, you know, it's out there for the taking, people. Let's get it.
And you know what's sad? It's like, we never learned to build generational wealth. We never learned. Like, I always tell my daughter, I'm like, yo, you don't have to leave when you're 18. You know what I'm saying? Like, leave when you establish credit. Like, as soon as she turns 18, she's going on my shit as an authorized user. So she's already gonna have a level up. You know, save your bread, and you don't pay a landlord. You will be the landlord. So we always have to, we feel like we always have to push the kids, you know, out. Oh, go make it on your own. Go make it on your own. Nah, it's a hand up. It's not a handout. But it's just putting the kids on games. So. But anyways, so
we're getting spicy tonight. I got my red lip on. Let's go.
You caught the battle, the Brandy and Monica battle.
How did I not bring that up in the honorable mentions?
Man.
That's why you my right hand man, baby.
Yeah, I you know what's crazy? It was a lot of up and down, but it brought back so many memories. Like, I was just dancing in my living room the whole time. Like, it was
sitting up in my room.
Yep. So I was appreciating that. But and what was beautiful about it was just pure R&B You know what I mean? Brandy came, she had her braids, she had her baggy clothes on with the bell bottoms, and Monica had on her Fendi with the beret, you know, and it wasn't like they were so revealing, you know, because we're from the era where all of that shit, like if you had the tomboy look, you could still be sexy.
Oh, it's funny you said that, son. Look at
Right.
that.
You know what I mean?
Tomboy.
It was all about how you put it together. You was looking sexy and men still liked you. You didn't have to show everything that, you know, you had. So it's just, yeah, it's crazy. So it's like, I'm always thinking, so why is society always so offended though when women openly express their sexuality? But in reality, that's how they promote us now, especially in the hip hop community. That's all they do. Show your ass, show your titties.
You know,
and we gonna air it out.
You know, it's two videos that always come to mind. I don't know who know about that BET Uncut Life.
Mm-hmm.
If you remember Tip Drill, that's the first time I realized that Nelly was just like the rest of these mofos, okay?
But I think Ludacris had one out too. They was like back to back, but I don't remember.
Yeah, Tip Drill was crazy. And then Disco Inferno with 50, those joints were a big reminder for me. But I think personally that it has a lot to do with control. When you're looking at who's putting out the images, it's the man who's deciding how it's gonna go. And when I say man, I mean the people that's behind these who's behind these record labels. It's about a 50-year-old white man, and he's deciding the image that's gonna best get him more money quicker.
But this is the thing. But when are they gonna learn, right? Because think about it. When Colin Kaepernick took a knee, nobody else took a knee. They never wanted to discuss racial relations. Right. George Floyd happened. Everybody jumped on the bandwagon. Now the players are determining what is going on. They're leveling the playing field, right? They're making the decisions. They're like, we actually hold the power. So women could do the same. They don't have to. But my problem is when they put them in that light, right? Why is it now a problem?
When women in their own independent life want to sleep with a certain amount of men or dressed in a sexy, they walk out their door. Simple, because it's to me, it still goes into control. They know what they see and when they want to see it. We want our TV to show us a fantasy, and we want our women to look a little bit more wholesome. Therefore, we don't like that you're portraying our entertainment in real life. So we're going to call you names. We're going to label you. We're going to ostracize you because we're not in control of that image. You are. We had no say in it. How many times you hear a girl say, oh, girl, if I ain't going out with my man, I can't put this on, because he needs to feel a level of control. Maybe he feels like it's protecting, and that's fine. He can feel like if I'm going out with her, I'm protecting her, but that's still a level of he has a control of the environment. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's like a woman, sexuality, they equate that to freedom. They say prostitution was the longest running profession. So
absolutely.
Sex been selling, but they, like you said, don't like it. And for me, it sounds just like as long as they're controlling the narrative, it's okay. Once they're not in control of the narrative, it's a problem.
Then it's a problem. No, I just think they like to talk shit either way. I think we're at a lose-lose.
Okay.
If you're not showing your ass, show it. If you're showing your ass, you're showing too much. I don't think we could win. You know what I'm saying? But let's get a third opinion.
Okay, I'm here for it.
They grew up quick.
Hey! It's
go.
a party, it's a party,
it's a party, it's a party.
Wait, so, you guys don't have any poisons or pleasures? No poisons or pleasures?
No, I don't. I didn't even get a chance to pour up.
It's okay. Take your time.
I didn't even get a chance to.
Yeah. So we were just talking about, did you guys get a chance to check out the Brandy and Monica verses last night?
No.
I did.
I was working.
Okay,
Oh, he
that's
was
okay.
working.
So we were, he's a working. So we were
Can I just say something really quick about
Go ahead.
It's an unpopular opinion. If we got 4 people on the line, can one of y'all agree with me, or 2 of y'all, because you didn't see it? As much as I love the nostalgia, it was a little bit of a snooze fest.
A little bit of a what?
A little bit of a snooze fest. It felt like they wasn't getting enough.
Really?
You know what? I wanted a concert.
It
Maybe
had
that was
moments.
the problem.
It had
I wanted a
moments, and
concert.
then it started getting snoozy.
They didn't give me The Boy Is Mine all the way. They didn't give me Get Off My Seat and give me an acapella to my favorite song. It was just sit there and vibe, and I appreciate it, but I guess I wanted to see
more.
Yeah, but it's okay.
I mean,
but I get it. I understand it was for the culture.
Well, the problem was Monica was just running her goddamn mouth too much.
Yeah, she was
like,
so
she wanted to talk.
Brandy
came to perform. Let's not get it twisted.
But that's what Brandy do.
She did.
Brandy was with the shits.
She came like she was at the Den, Moesha. She did the poetry like she was at the Den.
Yeah, yeah. Brandy came to perform. But what we were talking about was how back then the R&B was so pure, and you know, even the way that they dressed last night, it was. Don't make that face, because it was more love songs back then. Right now is drop that ass, pull out the dick, and put it inside my pussy, and that's exactly how.
Wait, when you say back in the day R&B, in what era are you talking about?
90s.
I'm talking about the 90s. I'm talking about
the 90s.
So,
the 90s to what?
So to now, what I just said. So what we were talking about was, you know, women are definitely more open in hip hop in general, and they're just not holding back on their sexuality. You know, before there was always subliminals, and people would say things, and Little Kim was just, she did it. But now it's like everybody's taking that narrative and they're running with it. So as women become more sexually open, why are people so offended, especially when that's all they promote is women in that light? So we got y'all on the line to
why do you think it's okay for the mainstream and the corporations to sexualize women, but when we want to embrace it and be sexy and have as many partners as we want, y'all want to judge us with the sluts and the hoes and not white material, but those are the same women you want to see and push in our image. What's up with that, sister and brother?
But that still doesn't make it white material. That just makes it something that we desire.
So we want to know, but why do you judge women in real life, but you praise that thing that you're trying to promote in the mainstream?
It sells. That's all.
I think anything will sell. I think anything will sell as long as you push it. I watched the Master P documentary, and Master P fucking sucked. And he was in your face so much with the same shit, it sold.
I agree with you on that. I really do. I mean, as far as mainstream pushing sexuality, I mean, that's been from the beginning of time. I mean, that's never going to change. That's going to be here forever. You know what I mean? Like, women embracing it now, women pushing it now, that's almost like the same analysis of us taking control of the word nigga. Like, we took the word nigga back from, you know, our white oppressors. So we say, my nigga, that's my nigga. We took the word back. Like, we you know, someone of the same shade as you calling you nigga is okay now. It's okay now. So I feel like it's the same thing when it comes to women embracing their sexuality now and pushing it for themselves now. Now it's not a machine behind them pushing them to do it or forcing them to do it or putting them out of their comfort to do it. When a woman is embracing it and doing it on her own, that I can respect. I can't respect when it's a man or a machine behind it forcing it on us. When a woman is coming out like the Meg Thee Stallions, the Cardi B's, and the Nicki Minaj's, and even like you said, Kim and Foxy back in the day, like they were pushing it themselves. We were like, yeah, Like, yeah, now I want to be behind it because she's doing it for self. That's what she wants. That's the woman she is, and that. So I'd rather it that.
So let me ask you this, Miss Michelle. So Cardi did make a statement. And say, because somebody did make a comment about you keep rapping about this, and she said nobody wants to hear me talk about this, so I do this. Which, if you take that, sounds like she would like to explore another avenue, but feels she won't be accepted because that's what people want to see. So how much of it really is her, or her feeling like she's pigeonholed by the machine?
Frank, what do you think?
Because
the machine of sex sells.
Right.
That's pretty much what it is.
He is correct.
So
But
why do you call her?
no,
That's
I
two different
disagree though.
conversations.
I disagree to some extent.
You like to leave when she dressed like this.
No, hold on. Exactly. So yes, sex does sell, but we don't need to be sexually exploited to sell.
Correct.
And that's the fine line. And I feel like so many women have fallen into that category because that's what they think they need to do. When in actuality, you don't have to. You can be your own person, and people are gonna look at Missy.
Right. We have Missy.
You guys, you know what I mean? So,
but now on the flip
you got
side,
Missy, and that's about it. Nah, that's not it.
On the flip side, the women that do choose to be that in real life, why are they ostracized?
Right.
You mean the average woman?
It's a difference between entertainment and reality. We see that as entertainment, and that's cool. We can take it there, but you don't want your wife to be that way. You don't want your girlfriend to be that way. The last thing you want is your girlfriend to be a real dime, because that means other niggas really want to fuck her. The last thing you want is your girlfriend to be a real dime, because that means other niggas really want to fuck her. Real shit.
You said you don't want your women to be sexy.
I'm telling you. You want a wife?
What?
If I want a wife, I want my wife to be between a 7 and an 8. Something that's modest, smart. I don't want my chick to be a dime because she's seeking attention at that time. At that point, it's seeking attention.
That is not. Why does she have to be seeking attention just because she's a 10?
No, it's not because she's a 10. She's creating that 10 image. Ain't no chick out here that's not putting on makeup to create that 10 image. If you take that off,
I don't agree with that.
No, because if you take it all off, it's basic normal. It's
so you saying there's no women out there that have natural beauty? That's
not no natural 10 beauty. That's in the hood. That's in the neighborhood.
So the three women that you looking at, don't have the natural beauty. That's what you're telling us.
Y'all are 8s and beautiful 8s.
We are between a 7 and an 8.
Y'all
we all 7 and 8.
No. Other things can make you that 10 to him. Like it's
our personality too.
Yeah, the addition. No, I'm gonna tell you like this, the honesty. That visual is always gonna be number one. Visual to a man is always number one.
So the visual to a man is number one. However, you don't want her to be too sexy.
No, he said between reality and fantasy.
And
entertainment.
I don't want my chick to walk around with a paint weave on. I don't want my chick to walk around with her ass showing out or even protruding it to the point where she want other people to see it, because you're not flexing just to get a workout. You flexing it because you want somebody to notice it. I don't want my chick to be doing that. So the other points that's going to make you a 10 is going to be more personal to him. So if you smart, if you got an education, if you funny, if you different things like that, that's going to add that extra. But yeah, I want my chick to be a 7 and 8. All my chicks been like that.
And you don't want her to act nothing like the way you see on TV.
No, that's all. That is a fantasy. That is what I close my eyes and think about.
Do you think that's a sense of insecurity on the man? Is that a sense of insecurity on the man, do you think?
What do you mean insecurity on the man?
What do you mean? I mean that you're afraid that
it's reality. It's just reality. It's the reality of it.
You're afraid that other men
in today's society, there is no woman that's buckled down.
I know homeless women are getting laid, okay? Men,
right.
Women in general, it don't matter what she look like. So let's be Clado. Let's be Clado.
That's sex. That's not the same thing. That's just sex. If I'm horny, that's just what it is. Okay. I'm about
to say, let him have it, girl. Let him have this round, girl.
But I want to take it a step further. Because Miss Michelle is a mom.
Mm-hmm.
So do things change where if you are one of those women who do enjoy the sexy life and the vibe and wear whatever you want, and people might like it and whatever, do you have to make a change when you become a mother? Can you not still live in that?
It depends on how you. To me, I would think it would depend on how you value your status as a mother.
Mm-hmm.
If it was something that you know that your neighbors would be like, damn, she got kids. Why would you do that? Why would she do it? You know, if it's something, but if it's something that she don't care, I don't know. It depends on her.
Let me say, as a mom who has dealt with this, because I definitely embrace my sexuality. I wear what I want. I do what I want. I'm very tasteful with it though. Never, you know, maybe a little nasty, but never like disgusting. Like it's a
Just
fine
a little
line.
steak on it. Just a little steak on it.
Just a little steak on it, but never like disgusting. Never trashy. You know what I mean? So as far as like being sexy, wearing what you want, being sexually free, whatever. I don't, you know, when you become a mom, people will look at you like, well, some people will look at you like, well, you're a mom now. You need to tone that down.
Basically, you have to make other people feel comfortable.
Right. No, I don't care about making you feel comfortable.
That's how you embody it. It's more so you are the ultimate responsibility, the ultimate vision of what your child sees. And in the eye of a child, the parent is God. So whatever you do, whatever your actions are, is what's acceptable to the kid to do now.
Correct.
And so that's what it is. No matter, it depends on how old your child is. If it's to the age where they're not recognizing it and stuff like that, do you? But once they understand what's going on, you got to tone it down because you making whatever you do acceptable to them.
Right. I mean,
so let me ask you a question.
Expose your child to. I mean,
but you both have kids, right? You both have kids. How old are your kids?
My son is 5.
5. Okay, so you have babies.
Yeah.
So I have she'll be 13, and right now I can't censor shit.
Right. You have no say so. She's gonna see it
all the time. So what I did, even like when WAP came out, and you know she's big on TikTok and Instagram and everything like that, and it was one of those things like, all right, well, come on, mama playing WAP, we gonna listen to this together.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Because I just feel like there's no other alternative for females. You have to fit this sexual mode, and that's all you're good for. And that's what they're promoting. And I feel as a parent and as a mother, my job is 10 times harder because I'm competing with all of this world who says, show your tits, show your ass, snatch your waist, because that's what people want to see. And I think that they're running a false fucking narrative, and I'm tired of it, because we did have women back in the day who were strong women, who were also sexy, and they didn't have to show shit. It's all about how you carry yourself.
Now, let me ask this question.
But don't get it twisted, though. I'll fucking put on a City Girl song in a minute.
That's right.
So let me ask a question. This teacher in California just got fired because she created an OnlyFans page for her supplement income. Now, she was a woman who was embracing her sexuality, and she got fired for it. However, we have people that are hired for it. Do you think it's fair because she deals with children if this is supposed to be an 18 and older site? Or do you think it's, again, that double standard of you promote OnlyFans as being the hottest thing in town, but when a regular woman does it, all of a sudden she is fired from her job? How about that?
Got a moral
that was unfair.
You think
and who the hell? But you know what? It's one of those things like nowadays, you know, even I know at my job, and I don't know about y'all, but I don't accept everybody, all my colleagues and coworkers.
Yeah, you gotta be careful.
Because I'm on here drinking, smoking, swearing, talking crazy. Never like, oh my God, you know,
not
this
saying
ain't
that people ain't gonna
from the office.
Not saying people ain't gonna do it, but people, it's a moral clause in the situation. That's like people getting fired for what they do in their private time is what we fighting against right now. That's why we have a culture where now on that cancel culture. If we never had cancel culture, then worry about it. Now, if it wasn't that, then go ahead and do your thing. But that's the way society want to play now. So let's play it all the way with women too, because men get it all the time.
Men get what all the time?
Men get fired for what they do in their private life all the time.
Like
Oh,
what?
what? Like prostitution?
Like
Or your urine is your urine is bad because you were smoking?
Yes.
See, he said the prostitution.
Oh, the prostitution.
All of that.
Because you got
All of
caught
it.
on.
It ain't what I'm saying though, for real. They get fired, they get
Last
slandered.
time I checked, Mr. C still got his job. How about that?
Yeah, because he got ahead of the problem. He came out and said, I'm a tranny lover. And that was the smartest shit he could have ever did in life.
But again, when it comes to sex, men can find a way around it every time.
It's true.
It's just
How? We had a whole Me
do-
Too movement. We can't find a way around it.
Don't do that.
But really, we can't find a way around it if we
You
can get accused
reaching.
of stuff.
Yeah.
No,
Yes.
if we can get accused for things that happened
You doing
30,
a workout
40 years
right now?
ago.
You
If we
doing a
can get accused
workout?
of things that happened 30,
Definitely a
40 years ago now
workout.
get fired for it.
It's
If we can
definitely
get
a
fired
workout.
for it, if we can get our whole reputation killed for it, then yeah, we go through it.
All right, I
We'll
want to
go
be
through
clear.
it.
I want to be clear on that, though, because you're misrepresenting it. It's not shit that happens 10, 20 years ago. It's because it happened 10, 20 years ago and the shit is still happening.
No,
If
that's
they catch
possible.
them-
It can still happen to you.
And they catch them while it's still happening, so there's continuing to be creepy.
Right.
That's why the fuck they
Continuing to
get
be
caught
creepy.
up. You know it.
So
They over here talking about, you see
Not-
Matt Lauer,
wait,
he was
not
telling
saying-
Meredith
wait, no,
Beer,
no.
and he was like, ooh,
I'm not.
yeah, bend over just like that. I was like, oh my
I'm
God,
not talking
no.
about none of the legit situations. I go ahead and get it. I'm not talking about none of the legit situations. I'm talking about just for the simple fact that a female can just mention it, and now I gotta prove it. I gotta prove that that is not. But in the meantime, I get fired from my job, and my reputation is gone no matter what I do now.
So the,
You know what,
scales
though?
are
But you
balanced.
know-
The scales are balanced for
So
that?
I'm just saying, when it comes with sex, men don't get it easy. We gotta be careful what we do, regardless in
No,
any
that's a
situation.
fact.
I
We
agree.
have no power in that situation. Once we pull it out, it is a wrap for our decision making.
Wait, pull
There's
out what?
nothing-
The penis?
Yes. Once we pull it out, we have no decision making whatsoever after that. We have no say so. And what happens next? A woman can say
Yeah, you're
anything
right.
about the situation.
You're
Yeah.
absolutely right.
Rate anything.
Wow.
So
You
yeah,
know
we
what?
don't get around it.
That is a sad situation, and I'll tell you why.
That
And
is
this is
sad.
going to be completely off topic, but they had a meme out and had a bunch of guys, and they were single fathers, and they were like, "So, women, are you willing to? Do you think they should get child support?" And I was like, "Hell to the yeah," because I'm just the type of person that whoever's taking care of the child gets child support. I don't care if you're man, woman, or alien.
Right.
And there were a lot of women on there, and they were just like, "Oh no, we're not giving up child support." And I was like,
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, I'm
Men
just
don't really ask for it.
that's a different.
Look at
different
Halle
topic.
Berry. She going through it. They out here asking.
He being an ass. He got
What
money.
he want the
He
money?
got money. He got
He
money.
want the moolah.
He want the
Exactly.
money.
You know who
Yeah.
came up though? Kevin Federline's ass.
Oh,
Britney Spears?
Man. Britney man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He doing this thing.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, he
hell
got
yeah.
all.
He was a symbol of hope.
He got all the money. All the monies. All of it.
He got that
That was
bitch
the
over there,
best
jucking
thing
and
when we
jiving. She
came
in
in
there
there.
like this is shit.
Yo,
And
you
he's
should
just
think-
collecting the fucking check.
No, but for real, like, guys, we thank you so much for your
Mhm.
your insight. Definitely, you know what, Frank? I'm glad you brought up that Me Too comment at the end because
Mhm.
it is a level. Yes, that people love to say, the grass always is greener on the other side. So we're complaining about this, and you guys are complaining about that when it comes to sexuality. And we both are dealing with our own separate issues within the same topic. And I respect that because sometimes I do feel like, damn, all a woman got to do is say it, and the world believes it. And that's rough. Because
Yeah.
I imagine, you know what I'm saying? So,
And it makes men think of like, why can I protect somebody that's gonna do something like this to me?
oh, now you try to go tie it into the first episode?
But
No.
you know what, though, on
You
the
know
flip
what?
side, but on the flip side of that, because a woman is sexualized and shows her body and shit, she could go and get raped and they'll be like, oh, that didn't happen either.
Right. Look
It's
how
true.
she dresses. Look how
Yeah,
she
it's-
looks on a regular
So
basis. She asked for it. Or
it's
she asked
fucked
for
up.
it.
Yep.
Mhm.
Right.
Nobody got it easy, bottom line.
Period.
Facts.
End of the
Especially
day,
if you're black.
And we don't have it
Do-
equal.
do what makes, we don't have it equal. Do what makes you comfortable, ladies and gentlemen, as long as you're not hurting nobody else, and you feel you're staying true to yourself. Like, it is what it is.
Absolutely.
And with that,
well, yeah. Well, thank you guys for being on. We appreciate your feedback.
Thank you for having me.
yes.
Good
This
seeing
is
you
lovely.
too.
Yes,
I'll see y'all.
likewise. Hey, y'all take care.
I gotta make sure I stay between a 7 and an 8.
There you
I
go.
can get that ring.
You
So
don't
I
want
can
your
get
man
that
insecure,
ring.
like,
I
what
thank
you
There
you
you
for the
go.
All
advice.
right, how Dre
Don't
put it?
do that.
Shawty, you a 10.
I want to make sure I stay between a 7 and 8. So
And
I
Janae
can get
told us,
that
don't
ring.
let
Don't
no
let 'em
man
lie
tell
to
you
you.
you ugly girl. You a 10 every day.
Let 'em lie to you.
Hey,
Let 'em lie
peace,
to you.
y'all. Take care. Stay
Bye.
blessed.
Bye.
Bye.
Mm.
But yeah, it definitely is an interesting take on it, and some good points were brought up. The OnlyFans one was a really interesting point about getting fired for something that everyone is glorifying. So
let's move on to our next segment.
one of our favorite segments,
Shameless Plug.
Shameless
Where
Plug, ladies and
we
gentlemen.
take time out, we highlight Black businesses, Black entrepreneurs, Black people who are just talented.
Doing their
And
thing.
today,
Who we got?
I'm gonna highlight actually someone that my husband buys a lot of merch off of.
Okay.
And it's actually pretty nice stuff. Bearded Kingz. Shout out to Bearded Kingz.
I heard of them. Okay.
Yeah, with a Z, Kingz with a Z.
Okay.
They have sweatshirts, hats. You know, they're really doing their thing. So check them out. Check them out on IG, and make sure you go and purchase, man.
That's right. Keep it all smooth and silky and smell it good, because you know
I love a man with a beard. I ain't even gonna
brothers.
lie.
That's what I'm talking about. Keep it nice and shiny.
Mhm.
And the person that I'm highlighting today comes straight out of Roxbury, Massachusetts, and his name is Rated Roxbury, and he is representing his brand of Smoothie GAWD. Okay, get yourself in health and wealth with a good old organic smoothie. Okay, this brother is giving you all types of flavors at a decent price, and he's making sure that in the hood, while we're also smoking and drinking and doing everything, bringing toxins in our bodies, that we're also representing the healthier versions of ourselves. So go out and support this brother who is doing his thing in Massachusetts, and we're gonna have the info for both of these people right here.
All right. So yeah. I
know
hope
it's
you guys
getting
enjoy-
dark. I had to use from the 8 today. You know what I'm saying? I had to come on.
Nah, it's
Switch
all
it up.
good. So I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Again, I'm your girl, Bonnie Stone.
And I'm your girl, Miss Phenom, and I'm going to leave y'all with this, as I said before. The love is free. The trust and loyalty is earned. Protect your energy, people, you dig?
In the beauty shop. We can get it poppin' like the parking lot. We can get it poppin' like the parking lot. Stay ready so I never have to get ready. Every few weeks, got a tendency to get petty. Share friends, I done had plenty. What's love got to do if jealous ones still envy? My circle tight like Ben Wall. Even on IG, still wouldn't friend y'all. When you a big deal, the hate be so real. Some days a hot head, my neck be so chill. Came out the projects, the Ville to be exact. Pick up the litter. I ain't talking about tidy cat, no one can tame me. Game done changed up. Got the large picture, mind frame changed up for real. For real. I be on the low, I don't talk a lot. You talk more shit than the beauty shop. We can get it poppin' like the parking lot. We can get it poppin' like the parking lot.